Alright, in our previous video we treated more on quadratic equation, and also we treated percentage error. Okay, this question here we are going to treat binary operation. Okay, I'll take you guys on binary operation and also the identity of binary operation and tabular form of binary operation. Okay, now first of all I have to tell you guys how we solve binary operation. How do we do that? If I have something like this, you can use any symbol at all. You can use something like this, asterisk, please take note. You can use this one here, any of them can be replaced. You can use this one here. Okay, you can also have something like this. Okay, now all these things are said to be the symbol on binary operation. But you should know this, that in terms of binary operation, just like substitution, listen please, in binary operation it's just like substitution. If I have something like this, I have P of this of Q is equal to PQ plus P plus Q, like this. Okay, I'm just trying to bring up equation here to understand this before we solve this question here. So if you're asked to evaluate, maybe you are asked to evaluate 3Ds of 2, like this. What does it mean here? Now this side here, the left hand side here, is what we use to know the values, while the right hand side here is what we use in evaluating. Please take note. Now this guy here looks like this guy here. So what does it mean here? It means that since this is circle plus, this side here will take is taking the place of what? P. It means that P is obviously 3. This side here is taking the place of Q, letter Q. It means that what? Q is obviously 2. So you can now use these values here, 3 and 2, to evaluate this right hand side here. So it means that anywhere I see P, you replace P as what? 3. Anywhere I see Q, you replace Q as obviously 2. Please take note. So this is how we solve binary operation. It's very simple here. Okay. Now let's solve this question here. Now if you want to solve this question here, it's a kind of trickish. They said if the operation on the set of integers is defined by P asterisk Q is equal to square root of PQ. Full stop here. Find the value of 4 asterisk into, that's bracket open here, 8 asterisk what? 32. Close your bracket. Now in solving anything related to bracket in mathematics, you solve the one inside the bracket first before the one outside the bracket. Please take note. That means I'm going to evaluate this guy first before I evaluate what? The outside bracket here. Okay, let's solve this please. Now I'm going to solve this 8 asterisk 32 here. That means if you compare this guy, which of them that deal with asterisk here is this guy here. This one here is the evaluating part. Okay, so it means that this is said to be P. This is P is what? This class 8. Inside the bracket P is said to be 8. What again? Q. What is my Q? 32. That means I have to evaluate this guy first. So you remember that this is said to be P asterisk Q is equal to square root of PQ. Okay, so our left hand side is used to get our values. Okay, while our right hand side is what? Used to what? Get solved to evaluate. So this is going to be square root of P is obviously 8 times what? 32. Okay, now punch your calculator. 8 times 32. Let's get the distance here. 8 times 32. What is the value? This will be square root of what? 256. All right. That means P asterisk Q will be equal to square root of 256. What is the answer? Square root of 16. I have this to be what? 16. That means this expression cannot be written as from here to here gave us 16. So this is the same thing as can be written as 4 asterisk into 16, something like this. That means the whole of this value here gave us 16. I can now evaluate again, that is 4 asterisk what? 16, using the fundamental expression, which is this expression here. Okay, this you can write please. Now we have evaluated this one inside the bracket. You know why we evaluated the one inside the bracket first, right? Because in mathematics you saw the one inside the bracket first before any other things here. So we got 16. So we got 16 here. So that means it is going to look like this again, 4 asterisk 16. So what does it mean here? It means that P is standing as what? 4. Please take note. YQ is what class? 16. That means evaluating P asterisk Q equal to square root of PQ. This part here is used to get our values. Please take note. While this part here is what class? Used to what? Evaluate. So this will be equal to class square root of, what's my P, this class? 4 times what? 16. So this will be equal to square root of 4 times 16 is what? 54. E asterisk Q will be equal to this class 8. Okay. So we have to take our value here to be what? 8. Please. In this question, we are going to know much on how to solve binary identity. Please take notes. And before then, we are going to know the basic law in terms of binary identity. Okay. Now, what's the basic law here? They say that if I have this to be S asterisk E is going to be X. Please take notes. Now, this asterisk here can be any symbol at all. The symbol, remember that the symbol can be maybe this, maybe plus, maybe division like this, and all. So if I have S symbol, that is binary symbol of E, will give us back the letter. So the same thing, if I have Y of this guy here, of E, will give us what? Back E. This is an identity. Please take note. Okay. So let's apply the same stuff here. I have a question here. They said find the identity element E in the binary operation asterisk on the set of real numbers defined by this, that is S asterisk Y is equal to 3S plus 3Y minus what? 1 over 3. So that means at this point here, we have to introduce identity element. How do we do that? You can just use any number, any letter here. You can say let S equal to E or let Y equal to E. So which of the letter do you want us? S. Okay. You can just say let X equal to E. That means anywhere I see, listen please, anywhere I see X, I'm going to introduce up slash E. So this is going to be E asterisk Y is equal to 3E plus what again? 3Y minus what? 1 over what? 3. And I told you guys that if I have an identity with the symbol, with a letter, it's going to be a letter. Please take note. So E asterisk Y, what will be the answer of this class? A letter Y. I'll have letter Y here. Is equal to class 3E plus what? 3Y minus 1 over what? This class 3. So our intention here is to make E the subject. I'll cross multiply. This is going to give us 3Y. What again? Is equal to 3E plus what? 3Y minus what? 1. So now let's make E the subject. Taking like terms here. This is going to the class. Taking like terms here will be 3Y minus 3Y plus 1 is equal to 3 what? E. So this guy here will give us 0. I'll be left with 1 is equal to 3 what? E. So let's make E the subject. Our E will be equal to 1 over what? 3. Okay. So this is our option here. That is 1 over 3 is what? E. Now sometimes in my solve, sometimes the answer might not be there. Now, how are you going to do that scenario? Like, how would you actually overcome that scenario? Now, if the answer is not there, you take the nearest answer. Please take note for post-UTME. If the answer is not there, you take what? The nearest answer. Please take note, okay? Miracle, don't get tired, Jesus.